So Trump, of course, had to leak this letter that he wrote to the Norwegian prime minister where he says, you didn't give me even though I don't think the prime minister makes the decision, but the Nobel Prize Committee is in Norway. You didn't give me the Nobel Peace Prize, so now I don't care about peace. And I'll show you that letter. But then Trump does this thing he likes to do where he pretends like he forgets stuff. Or he literally did, which would be scary. And
a brain.
Or maybe no one told him that everyone read this letter. And so then he gets asked about this letter and tries to deny it. So it says, Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give the Nobel Peace Prize to me for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel he didn't stop 8 wars plus. I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant, but can now think of what is good and proper for the United States of America. Then he goes on to say, we want Greenland, and we will take it now because you didn't give me the Nobel Peace Prize, is the essence, right? So then he gets asked at this press gaggle about said letter. And look at his response. The headline was, Trump makes stunning denial as reporter confronts him over unhinged letter in dead of night gaggle. I've been a part of a dead of night gaggle. Let me tell you a couple times. Okay? Let me tell you a couple times. Have I found myself dead? Okay. Click the subscribe button as you watch this clip. Click the subscribe button. What can I say as you watch this?
Can you speak to your letter that you wrote to Prime Minister saying that the Nobel Prize has influenced your thinking on Greenland?
No, I don't care about the Nobel Prize. First of all, a very fine woman felt that I deserved it and really wanted me to have the Nobel Prize, and I appreciate that. If anybody thinks that Norway doesn't control the Nobel Prize, they're just kidding. They have a board, but it's controlled by Norway, and I don't care what Norway says. But I really don't care about that. What I care about is saving lives. And I think I've saved...
I'll play a little bit more, but so far, this is his response. No. I didn't say that. I don't care about the Nobel Peace Prize, but those effing idiots won't give me the freaking Nobel Peace Prize, and I know they have the power to give it to me. They could put pressure on the committee, and they could force them to give it to me, and why won't they give it to me? But I don't care about it, okay? That's fake news.
Tens of millions of lives. If you look at India, Pakistan, just as 2 nuclear powers, you look at so many of the countries that were in in some cases, a 35-year war, and I got it done. We stopped 8 wars, and maybe we'll be stopping a 9th very soon. We'll see.
What do you plan to say to European leaders in Davos?
Okay. So, a lot of nonsense there, but he tries insanely to go, I don't care at all, but he rants for a minute about how much he cares, but he doesn't care. Now, earlier in the show, we looked at clips from this press conference Trump held commemorating 1 year in office. Help us, Lord. Please. And I missed a few interesting clips from the press conference, so let's check in on those.
And while we're at it, we also took the Gulf of Mexico, and now it's the Gulf of America. Because we have 92% of the shoreline. It always bothered me. I'd say, we have most of the shoreline. Mexico
I don't think that's true. I think we checked that one time.
is a small percentage. Talks about.
Wait, let's actually look it up. Let's do it right here in front of you. This is how you do fact checking. What percentage of the Gulf of Mexico shoreline belongs to the U.S.? Let's see here. A little bit of AI. Significant portion with estimate varying. With around 40 to 46% of the water, large share. No, shoreline is Mexican. Could a shoreline be Mexican? I don't know. Mexico claims the largest share of the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, Mexico, largest share of the Gulf of Mexico. So he's lying. Breaking news. He is lying. Let's keep listening.
About 8%. We have 92%. And I said, why is it the Gulf of Mexico? It should be the Gulf of America. I was going to call it the Gulf of Trump, but I thought that I would be killed if I did that. I wanted to do it. I wanted to. My people work so hard. Sir, I don't think it'll look too good. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. and it'll be hotter than ever. I said, no, but I decided not to do that. I'm joking, when I say that. I was not going to call it the Gulf of Trump. Because tomorrow it'll be, Trump wanted to call it the Gulf of Trump, but he was rebuffed by his people. My people don't rebuff me too much. The Gulf of Trump, that does have a good ring, though. Maybe we could do that.
Put him in a care facility fast. Okay, this is not normal. I wanted to call it the Gulf of Trump, but I didn't. People, I do. But did I didn't want to call it the Gulf of Trump. They don't rebuff me. Gulf of Trump would sound good. It's like, By the way, January 20th is not just a year from Trump taking office, but also a year from a very specific promise he made.
I will cut the price of energy and electricity in half. Ready? 12 months from January 20th, to take office on January 20th, your electric bill, including cars, air conditioners, heating, everything, your total electric bill will be 50% less. We're going to cut it in half.
Well, today is, congratulations, everyone. Check. Is it a 50% cut? Electricity. Let's search this up. Trump promised to cut energy bills. 1 year later, has he delivered? I don't want to here we go. Energy bills in the United States have increased 13% since Trump took office.
This morning, energy costs are on the rise.
I mean, outrageous prices.
A new report finds that the price of electricity has increased 13%.
Who said that? Who told the computer to play that video? What the hell? No, I want to play this video.
And put miners back to work. The miners love Trump. I think I got 100% of their vote. I love miners.
And just remember, please, can everyone remember? Jaden, focus. He doesn't care about the Nobel Peace Prize. Get it through your head. What's this?
We knocked heads. We got along. And they liked me. I liked them. Every single one of them nominated me for a Nobel Prize. Every one of the wars, among many other people, nominated me for a Nobel Prize. But Putin told me, I cannot believe you got this war settled. I've worked on it for 10 years because it's his territory. Rescued 83 American hostages.
But he just keeps bringing it up. And then we'll end on this.
All government censorship and restoring free speech. Made it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders. This was not a tough one. Two genders. Can anybody guess what they are? Male and female.
That's technically sexist, but no one ever makes that distinction. And you do technically have a category, by the way, of intersex, like biologically. Just saying. That's not woke. Oh, boy can become a girl. Oh. I'm just starting preliminarily, biologically. It's slightly more complicated, but yeah, male and female generally. Sex-wise, and then gender, whatever. What am I doing here? What, we're about to get into the birds and the bees with Trump?
Yeah.